Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to another episode here on the channel. So I know that you guys, if you guys haven't checked out the video from yesterday, on Sunday video, I did a Q&A. I did manage to answer some of your questions, but some of them I did say that I was going to be answering with the video. So here it is. I'm going to be making a top, I guess to say my top 5 Ragnarok spots, and I'm going to be doing more this week. I'm going to be doing my top 5 islands, my top 5, you know, like the best. I'm not going to say top 5, but my top favorite PvP solo or duo PvP spots. Now these spots are going to be focusing mainly on just hiding, and then also and then you're able to manage to get your resources as well. So everybody knows that a lot of people just like to come to small tribes. They like to just stay, if you're solo or duo, you don't want to build big because there's a lot of people built up already on small tribes. So you're just asking to get wiped or raided if you really try, unless you want to do with the whole drama of like trying to, like, you know, alliances and all that stuff. And everybody says it's frowned upon teaming, but everybody does it everybody does it. So you're gonna have to either deal with that, or if you want to be solo duo, kind of like you know, just out against the world, that this is going to be the video for you. So Ragnarok is the most famous. Like, a lot of people love this map for the resources, for the PvP you're going to get into. But this is a map that I would say don't stay on. You want to just be here for resources and PvP. But if you want to hide your stuff, go to another map. Go to the island. Go to Extinction. Go to freaking Aberration. Something like that, you know. But either way, I'm going to show, I guess, the best ways for you to hide things as a solo player. Obviously, even in the past, I would say Perlovias, Basilisks, or even Reaper Kings, but that no longer works. Why? Because people are just going around with the Parasaur and an RG. That's like the new meta, and everybody's just going around trying to see if they could detect their Perlovias or anything like that. That way, they could get loot. So I would just say kind of steer away from that until that dies down. And I'm not too sure, but I've done this in the past. If you have a snow out and you have the vision, the heat vision, you can actually see Perlovias underground. I don't know about Reapers or Basilisks, but I know Perlovias, I've been able to see them. I don't know if you could see only the wild ones, but I'm sure you could also see tame ones, which probably just open up a whole new world for people that are like, what? You could do that? But yeah, so we're going to start out with the first location here on right next to the blue up. This is the, oh my god, all right, this is the location 27 for 28.5. I mean, it's different. Of course it's gonna be that. It's gonna be right here. I think this used to be where you used to grab a trophy for you to do boss fights. I'm not sure if you could do that anymore, but right here there's crystal, you know. There's a lot of crystal here. There's crystal down there. There's a lot of fish. There's otters here as well. Dude, you're going to find a lot of trees. You're going to find a lot of stones. And then the hiding spot will be right here behind this waterfall. Right here. Not a lot of people know about this. I'm sure some people know about it, but not a lot of people. So you could build something small right here, like a 2x1. You know, do the typical 2x1 solo build. If you guys don't know what it is, just search it up. It basically is like, it has one smithy, a forge, and all that stuff right here. You could just slap it all down. I would just say stay behind this line. You see this line right here? Stay behind this line. If you go above this line, they're going to be able to see you. So if I were to place this and then place like some walls right here, I think I'm over the line. Oh no, just make the line. So then, like, if somebody were to pass by here, you see, they can't really see that. Now, if we go back away from the fog, you see, you can't see it. So you could actually fit a 2x1, 2x2 in there. So that's even better. You could actually fit a 2x2. That's perfect. I would say don't smelt. If you're going to be here, don't smelt at night, because, of course, the light is going to shine through. And then if you really need dino storage, or you don't have any cryopods or anything, you could hide the dinosaurs like right here. You could hide your RG right here. Or if you really have like an Anki or freaking Griffins or anything, you could just put them up here. See what I mean? It's the best of both worlds. Just get pickaxes. Not pickaxes, sorry, climbing picks. So you can climb up, or just grapple. You know, you could grapple up. It's up to you. So this is awesome. But if you're going to have an RG and an Anki thing, that I would say, I don't think there's a lot of metal spawns around here. I know that there are some this way. All right, so if you head down this way, there is some metal down here. Like a little bit of it right here and stuff like that. There is some more around here. You just got to really look for it. Right here. And also, while you're getting metal, you could actually grab the Anki and just make sure the Anki keeps you you know, all the stone and flint. Even though people be like, no, we're only going after metal. No, keep everything, because if you're solo, like, you don't want to just tossing that stuff in the floor, because when you come back to base, you could be making gunpowder, you could be making you know, and then a smelt with wood. That way you can make charcoal in the process. It's all that type of stuff, you know, like more bang for your buck. And if you need pearls, you come down here. Pearl cave is down here. For those of you that don't know where Pearl Cave is, there's a shit ton of pearls in the cave underwater right here. You could tell where it is because you're gonna see like a little like thingy pop up right here. If it pops up any second, it's making me look bad right there. So when you see this, like, you just go right in front of it and go underneath it, and there's a cave right there. There's a ton of pearls in there. And if you really want to go for a bigger haul of metal, like, the base is going to be right there. You just head over this way. Like, if you were going to go by the, like, the castle and then by the beaver dams, there's also beaver dams heading down this way as well. So this will actually be an even bigger thing. Right here, there's metal everywhere. Like, everywhere in here. Like, a lot of people don't know about this crevasse, but if it loads in, that'll be nice. Right here, look at this. Bam. This is all full of metal. If you're a duo tribe, this is perfect, because you could just go with the Anki just around. Look how much metal there is in this crevasse. It's crazy how much metal there is. Insane. And then, you know, you have your beaver dam heaven over here, just beavers for days. There's also a beaver dam on the other side of this, you know. And I'm just saying, like, you're gonna, like, it's crazy. Like, you got beavers for days right there. If you really need polymer, I would say you could do organic polymer because of the penguins. But in reality, I would, if you have like so much cement and paste, you're only gonna be crafting C4. You're not really gonna be crafting anything crazy. I would just say use that and then just get a lot of obsidian. So if you head down this way, all the way down this way, right there is a volcano. You're gonna find a lot of obsidian in the volcano as well as crystal. So honestly, it's not a bad spot at all. You could use it official small tribes, or you could use it even on a dedicated server. It's gonna be amazing because you could compact everything in there. Especially, you don't need a lot of tames for the amount of resources you're gonna get. And it's a really good spot. I would say whatever you do, don't put turrets. But if you guys feel like you feel safer if you have turrets, then, you know, go right ahead. Honestly, this spot is not a good spot if you have turrets, because of course people do tend to fly around here. If I am correct, then this spot right here is where you get the trophy. A lot of people are going to be flying by here. So you don't want turrets there at all, because you'll get shot at quickly. All right, another spot. Another spot, and I think a lot of people have shown this, so I don't know if this is hidden, but maybe it still is. Not a lot of people like to chill around here on Ragnarok, but if you go to these coordinates, 35 with 24, there is going to be a cave right here. Not a lot of people pay much attention to this cave, but there's a giant rock here, so you're going to have to mine it out. And look at this. Just look at this. You have a bunch of like obsidian, metal. You might even just use this as like a resource. Like, just have like a little forges right here just going off with little, you know. And look, it's a perfect cave. You could honestly just like build a couple of turret towers. On this one, I would actually say, yeah, build turret towers, and then just make sure you don't build any foundations close to here. That way this rock would respawn, and then that would be your coverage. You know what I mean? Instead of putting dino gates, because I mean, somebody sees a dino gate, they're gonna go for it. This would be a great spot for a duo. Now, obviously, the cons of this is like they could raft raid you, so they could literally, if somebody wants to, they could just build the raft out here, put a bunch of turrets on it, and then just make sure that they like go in here with your raft, kill all your tames and stuff like that. So it's a hit or miss. You know what I mean? Like, this is why I would say like stay hidden right here. Try your best not to use. You know, I don't know, like, you get creative with this stuff. Just get creative with it. But this is a really good spot. Honestly, not a lot of people search in here because, you know, it's just a little cave, and everybody on Ragnarok is going, like, just, you know, big whopping it, big tribes and all that stuff, manic armor fights and all that stuff. Or maybe you want to put a turret boat yourself right here. You know, you slap the turrets down here with a boat on it. You could actually, that's even a better idea. Just have a boat in here with your base on it, and then just that way you don't have to put foundations at all in here, and then all these things, all these resources would just continuously respawn over and over. And just have a turret boat right there, so they can't really just come in here, and then just have your dinos just laying around here. That's actually a better idea. So once again, these are the coordinates for that spot. I would tell you, I mean, there's wood. I mean, it's explanatory where you're gonna find all your resources, you know. And then you also have water in there. But let's move on to the next spot. All right, the next spot is actually a place where I built once when I was playing the treasure hunt series on Ragnarok. So it's right here in the canyons. It's like the old spot that was over there, the one that we just checked out. So if you come down this way in the canyons, I don't know if people still do, but a lot of people never really came down here because there's a lot of like raptors and therazinos. You find a lot of therazinos here, but people have their bloodlines and everything, so you're not going to see a lot of people searching for therazinos or any of that sort of things. But right here, exactly where this therazino's standing, as a matter of fact, if you built right here like a little base, you could build a 2x2, something small. You could even put turrets on this. But check this out. If you go far away from this, it's fog. Not a lot of people will fly by here. You have water. You have resources everywhere around here. Nobody's really going to pass by here. Nobody really flies in the canyons low. They tend to fly high. And look, right there. That will be your little spot. So it's right here at 38. I guess this is the closest you could get. But right there would be a good little spot. The fog is covering you, so it would be perfect. You don't have to worry about anything. And you could build like a 2x2 in there, you see? And then just have, just break these stones. Just make sure to keep the trees up. So make sure to refertilize. Not a lot of things spawn around here that would break the trees. I would say don't farm. If you're going to farm trees or anything, farm them over here. Don't farm them right there. Your trees are your protection. So don't destroy the thing that is covering your stuff. Once again, all these spots that I'm showing you guys is for solo duo tribes that don't really want to build up big. They just want to stay small and then just go around trolling everything they can, you know. If you have crowd pots, even better. But like the best thing that I would tell you to troll is just build the turret raft and just go around on the beach. And trust me, on the weekend especially, it's popping. You're going to kill a lot of people. Especially since everybody's always jumping back and forth on manic armors. The best thing you could do is just stay on turret boats. Because other than that, like, you're just going to get, like, your cheeks clapped by all these manic armors just flying around. I feel like that's the only way to actually counter that. Just stay in the water in turret boats, and manic armor is not going to come close to you. Because if they do, then those turrets are going to lit up the rider, and good luck with that. Alright, so the next spot is going to be actually more than one spot. It's going to be multiple spots. But if you guys know this castle right here that is in the snow, actually right in here, there's a bunch of oil as well. I love to get oil in here when I play on Ragnarok. This is literally the spot where I get my oil from when it comes to making flamethrower ammo or, I don't know, like gasoline for your generator or any of that source. But you would come up here, right here inside this waterfall right here. Not a lot of people know about this. Once again, but right here, see what I mean? And then I guess I was testing this out, but I already built something right here. So now you don't want to go more than one high, which is not too bad. You can still fit your smithy and your fabricator in there, but you can see, look, they can't see squat shit. I mean, they can see the tech right there flowing through it, but I would just make it metal and paint it or make it stone or something. But as you can see, it's sticking out. My ceilings are sticking out. So maybe you want to move this a little bit more this way. So like, well, not right there. You can make like a 3x3 that way. There you go. And then we just break this. All right, there you go. You see? And then right here, it's like really perfect. Because as you can see, they can't see it from above. Like, except for that thing was sticking out. So you got to make sure that it's not sticking out right there. You're going to be right here. If you get thirsty, just go into here. You're inside the water already. Boom. You could even like feed like a little tube right there. Put a barrel. Try to make beer on it. The only thing is that I would tell you, don't keep your tames out here. I guess if you put your RG right here in this little like crevasse right here, like this little hole right here, it would actually fit. And actually, you could walk right here. Actually, no. Can I? Yeah, you could walk. Look, I'm not even flying. For some reason, I'm flying right here. But look. I really am not. Look, you see, I'm still like walking. Look, I can't. I'm jumping. You see what I mean? So you could actually park your tames right here. Just, you know, they might stick out, so be careful. The only downside to this of having tames right here is that there's a lot of things like raptors or freaking saber-tooths or things like that will spawn here, so they might kill your tames. So just be careful with that. I would say don't put turrets here. Like, again, like most of the spots that I say, don't put turrets there. Because you're going to get found out by it. But if you want to put turrets and explants, then, I mean, go right ahead. Alright, so let's move on quickly to the next spot, which is right here around the corner. Alright, so for my next spot. Now, I know a lot of people know about this, and I have shown this spot in the past. These are the coordinates to that spot. 27.2, 48.7. A lot. So the problem with this spot is that a lot of people are sometimes built in here, but not always. Sometimes there's people that were built here, but now they have been wiped. So all you see is like a bunch of like structures just here that is all wiped and everything. So that could actually play on your favor, because if that's the truth, then people are just gonna come in here, check it out, and be like, oh, there's nothing in here, this person was wiped. So they're just gonna move on and fly out. But then if you actually come up this way, right here in this waterfall on the very top, you come in here and you could actually build something in here. Once again, you could try to fit a 2x1 in here. You could actually fit a 2x2 in here as well, like just a 2x2 or a 3x2 as well. You know, that way you could have like only one floor high. This is perfect for you to hide. I would say this is perfect for you to get started, because you know you come from out. Oh boy, here we go. I forgot that this thing has like a water thing right above you. So it's perfect because, you know, you could come from that way. You could come from actually down that way when you spawn in Vikey Bay. You just run it down here. You go over here through the waterfall. And you're going to get to the spot right here. Now, you're going to have to be careful, because a lot of times, if you go too high up, you would actually end up right here inside the water. So you would actually dismount, and your RG would start flying above, and then by the time you whistle, he's going to start flying around in circles, and somebody could be passing by and see you. So just be careful, fly down. What I would suggest for you to do would be come from down. So if you're going to fly in, I would just say fly down here, like where the fog is, and they protect you. Fly here, and then start flying up, 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 up. And then when you get up here, just, you know, go quickly inside, and then boom, you're inside. Right, so obviously for these spots that I'm showing you right now, I mean, it's obvious where the resources are at. You know, the metal is down that way. For this spot, there's metal down that way where you see me. Crystal and like obsidian is down that way. The beaver dams are down that way. And also, if you get lucky, you might actually find perlovias around here. Now, my main suggestions, actually, before I forget, for all of these base locations, whatever you do before you log out, you want to kill yourself. Just jump off the bridge. Never log out. If you have cryopods, even better. Put your tames on cryopods. Hide them somewhere. Never do, because everybody's doing the whole parasaur RG thing. So if you pass out here in your base, the parasaur is going to detect you, and then they're just going to come in and, like, you know, oh, somebody lives here. So whatever you do on any of these spaces, make sure that you don't have any of your tames in there. If you get cryopods, even better. If not, try to like farm on foot. Or try to farm by hand. Don't tame Ankies. If you're going to have something, have an RG. And that's about it. Because if somebody detects you, of course, they're going to raid you. You're small. You don't have any turrets. So don't do that. Now, if you guys know, this is another spot right here. I would just say have a raft with this one. I've shown this one in the past before. If you have a raft, you could literally bring the raft over here. And actually, I have a raft in here. Look, you could just hide the raft against here. I guess you could do the same thing I did. Just put the raft right here. And then just have like turrets. And this will just be like your base in here. Oh, I have a unicorn in there. But just have like your base right here. You know, chilling like a villain. And then this will be your main base. And then you could just have another raft. And then you would actually go out and farm with that raft. And that would be your main base right there. Now, of course, I have a freaking frog down there. Because the frog is like your best friend. Especially if you're on a dedicated server. And then you could pump a shit ton of carry weight on a frog. Why not? You know, you could just have a frog with lots of carry weight. So this will be like a perfect spot. Of course, up here, like I said before, you know where the metal is. If you come up here, you could literally farm by hand all of these rocks right here, and you get a ton of spark powder. Down that way, if you go down this way into the volcano, you're going to get crystal, you're going to get obsidian, all of the stuff that you need in order to craft C4, and then just go on C4 runs. All right. This is another spot, guys, right here. There, you could actually build a tree platform in here. And then you have the vision of all of this thing right here. For some reason, when you have primitive fur in here, this is the location 32.660. For some reason, when you have the primitive fur here, like you're safe. But as soon as you get outside of this little circle right here, it just becomes cold as hell. Like in that, I'm talking about the freezing temperature, like right there, ice cube, where like you would just die instantly. You see my character's pooping like crazy right now. So yeah, for some reason, when you're in here. Oh, here comes the snowstorm. For some reason, when you're in this little forest right here, you see I have like the little icicle, but not the ice cube. And that's in every direction. Now, obviously, when you have right here, there's going to be a lot of Uties, dire wolves, but you do have RGs around here. There are, what is that? Is that an ice wyvern? Yeah, that is ice wyvern. So that means that there's probably an ice wyvern X spawn around here. Maybe, I don't know. Oh shit, here it comes. But anyway, this is the location. This will be a great spot if you want to get started with like a little shit shack base around here. Like right there in the holes right there somewhere hidden, you see? And you will be safe right here. Now, obviously, oh, there's even an oil node right here. Look at that. I didn't even know about this one. That's just kind of hidden. There you go. And then you got your oil source right there. 2 actually. Okay, there's another one. So this spot might already be taken if you guys haven't taken it already. But it's in the snow, so you're not gonna, you know, you're gonna be dealing with a lot of the snow crap like dire wolves, freaking pigs, and Uties and stuff like that. But you shouldn't be dealing with trolls, you know, unless you piss somebody off on your server. You shouldn't really be getting raided. If anything, you see we're snow globe right now, so that's the thing right there. I would just say, just stay hidden right there. Alright guys, but I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you guys understand. Those are my top, I would say, Ragnarok solo players, duo players, PvP spots. For those of you that just want to like come in here, not really build up, but just PvP, farm just enough resources just to go PvP. Those will be the spots for you. Now, obviously, Ragnarok, I don't have a lot of spots here because I don't like Ragnarok as an end game. You shouldn't really stay on Ragnarok. Just stay on Ragnarok and long enough to gather resources and then go build somewhere else, like in the center, like on like Extinction, somewhere else where, you know, because Ragnarok is the #1 most troll place. So you're going to get raided. That's my point. That's why I said just try the RG and the sky trick, where you just fly the RG all the way up, like I was saying before, or just put a vault in the middle of the ocean. Only you know where that vault is, and just put a prefab base in there. Something small, nothing too huge, you know, like a 2x2 or something like that. Or just, and then, you know, just have a raft with a bunch of forges on it, you know, just kind of like the raft that I had. That way, if somebody raids it, you're not really losing out on much. It's like, oh, okay, you raided a raft that has a bunch of forges and a big whoop, you know. You can just go around and farm and stuff like, and things like that. That way, you know, you're never really wiped at all. You could always get back on your feet. And just make sure to get your hands on cryopods and just bring them up. That's why I kind of like the Christmas event. Because when the Christmas event was going on, if you grab those presents for Santa Claus, not only would you get Ascendant shit, but you would also get cryopods, which was great for those of us that couldn't, like our solo players, that was hard for us to get cryopods. That was the best thing ever, you know? I would say if you're going to PvP or do anything, raft raid on Ragnarok. You saw what that I found on that stone raft. I found cryopods, so why not? Just do it. Oh. But without further ado, guys, there is going to be more guides coming in regards to, like, I might bring the solo player guide. I might bring that back for, like, an island server. I already did the Ragnarok, so I might bring one back for, like, the island. I might bring one back for, like, the center or anything like that for those of you that want to learn how to start out on those maps. But I might do it. I might not do it. Who knows? But if I do it, it's not going to be unofficial. I'm going to do it on, like, my own dedicated or hosted server, because I don't want to be any interrupted on the series. It's not going to be a PvP series. It's just going to be how to get started series. So I don't want to be interrupted at all by any sort of PvP. But without, like I said, I'll see you guys next time. I hope to see you two guys on today's live stream. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.